Good morning, afternoon or evening from whenever or wherever you are watching this video from. I am Jack Adamas, back with my Premier League football predictions, episode 22, game week 22 in the Premier League. Let's get straight into it. Just a quick video to say thank you to you guys because I hit 2 milestones this week. I hit 500 hours of watch videos on YouTube and I hit 14,000 views on one of my short videos. So I just want to say thank you guys. Keep watching, keep supporting and keep subscribing. We start game week 22 with the 12:30 kickoff on Saturday, which is Newcastle at home to Bournemouth. Now, Newcastle are flying high at the moment. They've won their last 9 games in a row in all competitions, which leaves them currently sitting in the top 4 in the Premier League. And in those 9 wins, they have 6 clean sheets as well. They will have a hard test in front of them, though, as they host Bournemouth this weekend, who are currently on a 10-game unbeaten run themselves. 4 out of the last 5 Premier League head-to-heads between these two sides have finished in a draw. I believe this time, though, it will be a Newcastle win, and they'll edge it in a 2-1 victory. We start the 3 o'clock kickoffs at the G-Tech as Brentford host Liverpool. Now, 3 weeks ago, Brentford had the best home record in the Premier League, but since then they've gone 4 home games without a victory, with 3 losses and a draw to their name. Liverpool slipped up for the 2nd game in a row, drawing away to 3rd place Nottingham Forest midweek, which means they've now drawn their last 2 Premier League matches, and the gap at the top of the league is getting smaller and smaller, so they can't afford another slip up here. Brentford have conceded 21 goals in their 11 home matches this season. I think they'll concede another 3 here, as Liverpool win here 3-1. Next, we travel to Leicester as they play Fulham. Rude's reign as Leicester boss started off really well. He got 4 points in his first 2 matches, but since then they've gone on to lose 6 straight games in the Premier League. However, with a victory here, they could end this round of fixtures outside the relegation zone. Fulham's 9-game unbeaten run was ended midweek against West Ham, where they lost 3-2, so they will be looking to get back to winning ways in this one, and they will be confident in doing so as they've won the last 3 head-to-heads between the two sides. 10 out of Fulham's last 11 matches has seen both teams to score. I think it'll be a similar scene here, with Fulham winning 2-1. And for the last 3 o'clock kickoff, it is the London derby between West Ham and Crystal Palace. Graham Potter won his first Premier League game in charge of West Ham in a 3-2 victory midweek in another London derby, and he's got them scoring goals as they've scored as many goals in his first 2 games in charge as Lopetegui did in his last 5 games in charge. Crystal Palace, who at one point looked down and out, have turned their season around, and now they are moving further and further away from the drop zone. They will come here high on confidence though, as they are unbeaten in their last 5 Premier League away matches. West Ham don't have the best home head-to-head ratio against Crystal Palace, as they've only won 2 of the last 12 meetings between the two sides. I do think the new manager bounce will keep bouncing though, as West Ham win here in a hard-fought 2-1 victory. Moving on to the 5:30 kickoff on Saturday, it is game of the weekend. It is Arsenal at home to Aston Villa. Arsenal saved their season by beating local rival Spurs on Wednesday. After going 3 games without a win in all competitions, they now find themselves only 4 points behind Liverpool, although Liverpool do have a game in hand. Aston Villa will come here with their own objectives though, as if they beat Arsenal and results go their way, they could be sitting back in the top 4 come Monday. They are on a winning 3-game run as well. They've won all of those goals by a 1-goal margin. Even though Arsenal's season does look bad, they have only lost twice domestically within 90 minutes since mid-October. Both of those defeats did come against Newcastle. In regards to this game, there hasn't been a draw between these two sides since 2012, so obviously I'm going for a draw in this one with a high-scoring 2-2 draw. Moving on to Super Sunday at 2 PM, where we have Everton at home to Tottenham. The David Moyes and Everton reunion didn't go to plan, as they did suffer a 1-0 defeat to Aston Villa midweek. They now only have 1 win in their last 12 matches, which leaves them only 1 point above the relegation zone. Tottenham come here with one of the lowest moments in their recent history. They have 7 defeats in their last 11 matches, and they have lost 11 matches out of 21 games all season. I think this game will be the end of Ange Postecoglou if he doesn't get a victory in this one. I don't even think a draw will save him, and for that reason, I'm going for a Tottenham 2-1 away win. Next up, we have Manchester United at home to Brighton. After Manchester United lost 4 games in a row, they have replied with a draw away to Liverpool, and now Amrin has back-to-back wins for the first time as Manchester United manager, although they did not look convincing against bottom place Southampton last time out. Brighton, after beating Ipswich 2-0 on Thursday, did end an 8-game winless run in the Premier League. They will come here with some sort of confidence though, as they have picked up 16 of their 31 points on the road this season. None of the 15 Premier League head-to-heads between these two sides has finished in a draw. We have 8 wins for Manchester United and 7 wins for Brighton. I think come full time, Brighton will even it out as they win here 2-1. Next up, we have Nottingham Forest at home to Southampton. Now, at the beginning of the season, both of these teams were tipped for relegation, but how in contrast the seasons have gone. Nottingham Forest currently find themselves in the top 4, and they ended a 7-game winning run with a draw away to Liverpool midweek. Southampton find themselves rooted at the bottom of the Premier League table with only 6 points out of 21 matches, and they have lost 17 of those 21 games as well, so it's going to take a miracle for them to survive this season. Forest will show their more dominant side and they'll be more on the attack in this game rather than soaking up pressure and then catching teams on the counter. I am going to go for a Nottingham Forest 2-0 victory in this one. And the second Super Sunday game is the 4:30 kickoff between Ipswich and Man City. Now, Ipswich do find themselves in the relegation zone only on goal difference, but they will find it hard to get themselves out of the relegation zone this week as they host Man City. Big news broke earlier for Man City as we found out Haaland has signed a new 9.5-year deal at the club, keeping him at the club till the summer of 2034, and I think he will repay them in this match. I am going for a 4-1 Man City win here to win only their second away match in 11 matches, and I'm going for Haaland to score a brace. And to round up game week 22 on Monday at 8 PM, we have Chelsea at home to Wolves. Chelsea were title contenders 5 Premier League matches ago, but now it looks like they might not even make top 4. What a difference a few weeks make in football. And on top of that, they have only picked up 3 points out of a possible 15 in their last 5 Premier League home matches. Wolves did have the new manager bounce, but the ball has seemed to stop bouncing now, as they have lost their last 2 Premier League matches back-to-back, both being in a 3-0 scoreline. I do believe they'll concede 3 goals here again, but I reckon they'll get 1 in reply, as Chelsea win here 3-1. And for my extra game this weekend, it is third vs first in Serie A on Saturday at 7:45 as Atalanta play Napoli. Atalanta were top of the league, but they have drawn their last 3 Serie A matches, and with Napoli winning their last 5 games in a row, they have now taken the lead and they are now top of the table. I do reckon that Atalanta will win here though, in a 2-1 victory. Thank you very much if you are still here at the end of my video. I really do appreciate the love and support I've been getting from you guys. Please do continue to like, share, follow, but most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Have a good weekend, guys. And remember, if you don't shoot, you can't score. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.